Welcome everyone to a new series on the channel, and this is LucidSMP, which is going to be my new survival series that is going to take over the spot of UniteSMP, because unfortunately UniteSMP did end up closing the other day, so I got invited to this new SMP that will replace that on the channel. So I hope you guys are all excited for a fresh new adventure. Let's get straight to it. So the first thing that I want to cover is, well, I already played on here for a few hours. I didn't really want to spend a lot of time on the early game of Minecraft, so I got myself a set of iron gear, got myself a few diamonds in my very messy inventory, 14 diamonds to be exact. I was in this really crazy mine shaft and I died once, and it was about 1,000 blocks away from the spawn point where I respawned, and I somehow clutched my items back. So I'm super happy that I got my items back, because my 14 diamonds were part of those. And I died to a baby zombie, so the baby zombie picked up all of my iron gear and my iron sword right there. And it was really not a good experience whatsoever, but I didn't end up losing any items, so that was quite a joy. And here I am, about 2,000 blocks away from spawn and from everyone else on the server, which there's quite a few people on the server. I got together with them the other day, and we all had a little bit of a starting point where we all started the server, and it was pretty sick, but here we are. This is the place where I think I'm going to settle, at least for the early game. I found this nice area away in the forest somewhere. So you see, it's a very dense forest as far as you can see, but right here, it's kind of cool terrain. There's a little bit of these spikes and like whatever that is right there, a little bit of an overhang with a mountainside. I feel like we might be able to figure out something really cool to actually get and put in this area for a little starter base. And I'm thinking we might want to make it a little bit of a village, like a small village, maybe some houses right there, some houses that are like off of here and like balancing on all of these cliffs. I feel like that would look really, really sick in this little tucked away area. I'm glad I found this, because my mind is overflowing with the amount of inspiration that I'm getting from here. I feel like I should probably explain a little bit more about LucidSMP, and I don't know all too much about it. I do know that there's about 20 people, some of them are content creators. I might link a few of them that I enjoy in the description below, so be on the lookout for that. If I forget, well, that's on me. I'm sorry if I forget to link anyone. That would be my bad. But this server is a server where I believe there's going to be like a shopping district, there's going to be like a nether hub, a lot of community orientated projects and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun to find people to build with, do some redstone, and do a little bit more technical side of Minecraft, things like that. So I'm basically just as new as you guys are to this series, and I'm excited to see what it grows into, what kind of storylines progress, and everything like that. So I feel like we may as well just get straight into a little bit of building. And, well, my inventory, as you can see, this is all I have. This is my entire net worth of stuff on this server. So I might want to find a little bit of a place to like settle down, maybe place some chests, get a little bit of an early game base going. So I don't have, well, only 36 item slots to actually deal with, because I would like a few more than that with chests and barrels and stuff like that. So I believe I might just carve into that mountain right there, or more like a cliffside. I'm gonna carve into that cliffside and figure out some sort of front for my house. And I gathered up all the materials that I think are going to be necessary for this building project of putting a little bit of a Hobbit hole looking thing in this cliffside, and I'm pretty much ready to get going, so I believe it is time for a time lapse. Let's get to it. And there we have it. Our little Hobbit hole in the cliffside right there is complete, and I'm kind of happy with how it turned out actually. I really like this little circular kind of entrance area. I kind of like how that looks, and then I covered it up with some grass and then bone meal the grass to give it that nice like leafy and bushy feel. And on the inside here, I went with quite the interesting design for the interior right here. Obviously, we have our storage on both sides. I don't think I'm going to need that much storage for the time being, so I just went with 18 double chests and then sorted it with like cave items, wood, landscaping, and then this would be tools and food because, well, the shears kind of have a dual purpose for shearing sheep, which is animals, and it's also a tool. So I think it's kind of a nice representation of both tools and food. And then we have the extra building blocks and the extra items in this chest here. And then this room over here is kind of a bedroom and a little bit of a kitchen area. There's not too much happening here except for the walls, which is an interesting design. I kind of like it though, as well as the ceiling and the floor nicely texturized. And this back wall right here looks pretty neat. So that's pretty much all I really have to say for this sort of Hobbit Hole area. It's going to be my starter base for the time being, and I'm happy with how it turned out. But if we look around, I mean, everything else doesn't look nearly as polished as this area right here. So I feel like I might want to do a little bit of landscaping throughout this entire area. So like down there, maybe do some landscaping, add some more houses here and there, maybe some bridges going across. I feel like this area could look really, really pretty with all this stuff in place. I'm thinking I might want to get that done a little bit later in the episode. But for now, I want to actually start my mine, and where I'm going to begin to mine for the time being at least. Because in this chest you can see my entire net worth, which is 14 diamonds. And 14 diamonds is not a lot, like, whatsoever. And once the shopping district gets all started, that's not going to last long. So I feel like I might need to grab a few more down in the mines with some strip mines. But for now, it is nighttime outside, so I'm going to sleep for the first night in my bed. Alright, so my plan is pretty simple, I think. I might make another sort of hobbit hole over on this cliff, or maybe right there, or maybe kind of like a diagonal one. That could look cool in this little crevice right here. And then that's going to bring me down to Y level 11, where the mine is going to be. So I'm going to make a little bit of a mine shaft to get down there. It's going to look, actually, I believe, pretty cool. So I'm just going to start up on the front and see how it looks in a few. So I will see you once this is completely done. So this is what the overall feel of the mine shaft is going to be. I feel like the opening kind of looks cool as the diagonal. That's the design I ended up deciding to go with. And I'm just going to kind of dig down, make it look like sort of a cave area as you get deeper and deeper into the mine shaft. And then it'll bring you straight down to Y level 11, like I said. And before I get started on that, I feel like this upper area needs to be a little bit worked on. Because when I was digging this out, I realized, well, I kind of need probably silk touch, otherwise I'm going to be smelting a lot of stone to get the terraforming of the cave, because I'm going to need stone stairs, stone slabs, and pretty much a lot of things stone. And if I'm going to be smelting all of that, that is going to be a lot of coal. So I feel like for now I might leave it as this little open area, but I promise I will get to it eventually once I have a nice silk touch pickaxe to go along with it. But it is nice to have the overall feel of the area with the actual entrance in place. But for now, I might just board it up with some nice oak planks right here so you don't actually see inside. And then there goes. Actually, just so it's not like overloaded with creepers or something like that. Once the night falls, I'm just going to do that. There you go. Now there's at least a little bit of protection on there so it doesn't sore your eyes when you look in that direction. So now that that's done, we have sort of the outline for the mine shaft, as well as our actual starter hobbit hole. So here, I'm not too sure what my plan is here yet, but I have kind of an idea. And my idea is, right here, there's going to be sort of like a fence line coming along, try to like, let's see these hobbits like keep out the people with like some sort of fence. And I want these bridges and nice paths. I pretty much want this whole area to be way over terraformed. And, well, that always looks good in the end. So I think I might start with something as simple as a bridge. I'm going to start with the bridge. And up here, this is actually natural terrain, even though that doesn't look quite natural. I'm going to take off this spike right here. This is where well, there goes my shovel. My shovel has died officially. It has been on its last legs for a while now. It was inevitable that it was going to happen soon. I'm going to craft a new one. Alright, shovel has been acquired. And I may as well make another pickaxe while I'm at it. And second pickaxe, done so. There we go. Now, right there. I'm thinking I might chop that area off so it's a bit more even. And then I'm going to connect that cliff to that cliff right there with a nice kind of bridge that's going to be sagging a little bit, because I feel a straight bridge wouldn't look quite right there. So if I use a bunch of different blocks like oak planks, oak trapdoors, and things like that. I do not have spruce available to me yet because I have no idea where spruce trees even are. I don't think I passed any of these spruce trees on the way here. I might have, but it's been a few days since that. I'm going to have to keep that in mind, because I'm not going to be able to use spruce wood or spruce trapdoors. And spruce trapdoors is one of my favorite blocks in the game. They can be used for so much. Basically vertical slabs, because it's a solid block and it can be flipped up. But I guess I'm just going to have to go without it for now. So I believe I might just kind of get the overall shape in and then start texturing it from there. Shape is done. Step 2 is done. And step 3, which is the final step, has been completed. And it's very oaky right now, if that's even a word, because without spruce, it's really monotone with this lighter brown color. But it did end up turning out pretty well in my standards for how many blocks I really had actually access to, which is basically fence posts, fence gates, and trapdoors. So I kind of textured it up and made it a little bit fun to walk across. And like I said, once I get spruce, I will start scattering in some of those spruce trapdoors, which will really break up the feel of the straight up oak. So that's pretty much it for this bridge. It's kind of a nice area to just walk under the bridge and go under into this little valley section right here. I like it. I'm actually pretty proud of how this has been coming out so far, and I feel like there's still a ton more work to actually be done, starting with the path. I said this already, the path is really desperately needed to connect up the Hobbit village, make more houses, and have it feel like one succinct place. So I suppose I may as well start shoveling up some of this grass, get some gravel, some coarse dirt, and whatever else I can actually find to shove in this path right here. So I suppose, as per usual, I will be back once there's been a little bit of progress done. And here is my path idea, a little bit expressed out a bit more, and I like it. I really love the bushes and the little fence gate post things that I put over here, and I've done this path design before, so it's nothing new to me, but it fits right into this Hobbit village. It fits the environment and everything looks just beautiful. It complements both houses very well. But speaking of both houses, I don't think 2 is enough. I feel like we're going to need like maybe one up there, one over there, one over there. I feel like we're going to need a ton of Hobbit houses all along this kind of main road area right here. And I might also expand into the forest a little bit that way. But for now, I'm just going to keep it in this valley and see what I can do for here. And I have some ideas. This inspiration that I'm getting from this place is incredible. I'm really enjoying this so far. I hope you guys are as well. But even though I really am enjoying building this place like crazy, I still have a problem, and function might need to be put into place. This is all the food I have. Just a few bit of steak, some cooked pork chop, and some cooked chicken. Not much whatsoever. I am really lacking on the food front, and I feel like there might be a solution out there somewhere. I have a lot of animals in this forest. I've seen them come by and just kind of chill around. And I know over there's like a patch of chickens. I don't know what a plural of chickens is called. Maybe a flock of chickens. I have no idea. But basically, there's a bunch of chickens over here, and I have no idea where they all went. They probably dispersed themselves throughout the forest. But I'm thinking I might find a few or 2 of a single animal and start breeding them up. Because I need food. And there we go, I just ate another one. So my food is draining pretty quickly. And there's a chicken wandering around. And I might need to start a farm. before I get animals, there's like this whole sequence of events in Minecraft to get a nice sustainable source of food. To get animals, I'm going to need a farm, and it depends what kind of animal I go for. I might need wheat or carrots or something along those lines. But I believe wheat is probably the most likely option. I don't think I'm probably going to need seeds or carrots or whatever else you need for the other animals. I'm pretty sure it's going to be wheat because cows is what I'm after. I'm after for those cows because when you eat their steak, it gives you 4 hunger points, or technically 8, and that's good. And I want that. I need that in my life. So, I suppose I should probably start a little bit of a wheat farm and have it a little, like, humble little, maybe over here even, nice little hillside where I just grow a bunch of wheat. Although, I really need to find a place for this because I don't think in the valley it'll look good. This is actually not a bad idea, but I don't know if it'll fit there. So, I'm going to need to find a location. Let's get a nice bird's eye view of the place and see what location we can see. That is why that bridge is dangerous. Oh my, that took out 6 hearts of damage. I'm thinking right here. I might cover up this lake and get rid of it completely and then put it back in this area, and then I can have a nice little... It'll look kind of like a garden if I cover it up with my fences and all of that. So I suppose I may as well start by filling in this pond right here and then tilling the land up and making it ready to plant some wheat. Perfect. Let's go. And if you can't tell for this episode, I am all over the place. This is not an organized episode whatsoever, but I promise it should get better from here. There's just a lot to do. I'm excited for this server, and my mind is just rolling with all of the opportunities and inspiration that I'm getting. But soon, I promise, I will start being organized. But for now, let's go build that farm. Alright, I've located a space for where my wheat farm is going to go, and I put a little wall around it. And I actually quite like how it looks. You can come in with these fence gates right here, and I don't know why I must have trampled that, but I'll till that back up. And the outside of this actually looks quite phenomenal in my opinion. It just all flows really well with the cobblestone and andesite wall. And you can come in here and look. I believe I made it so no mobs can actually get in and start trampling my crops. So, like, no matter where you go, unless you can do, like, parkour, but no mobs can actually do parkour. So, I believe maybe right here they might get to be able to get in, but if I just take out those 3 dirt, I doubt it. That would be, you know, quite the jump for a zombie or something like that to do. But all the way around this wall, I did kind of the same old pattern with the walls, the slabs, the stairs, and the normal blocks with andesite and cobblestone. And in here, I need some seeds to actually fill up this farmland. I have 0 seeds right now, so that might be a thing that I want to look into. And I don't really know the best way to get seeds because I don't farm all that often in Minecraft, but I believe the best way probably is for me to just run around this forest punching these little grass things, because eventually when you punch enough of them, I believe seeds should come out of these like that. There we go, we got some wheat seeds. So that's our first of many. I might just grab like 10 or something like that and then plant them, and then once all of that wheat grows, I believe it drops even more seeds, so I can multiply it from there. And that chicken is attracted to me because I'm holding seeds. Thanks for the nice egg, Mr. Chicken. And after a lot of running, as you can see in my hand, I got 20 wheat seeds, which is probably going to be a good start. Although the only problem is, I have no idea where my house is from here. I ran quite the ways. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably this way. Well, I guess I probably should go find my house. Well, I definitely went the wrong way, but eventually I did end up stumbling upon my farm. And from a distance, I didn't even realize this thing looks pretty epic from like all the way back here. You can really see this circular shape, and another chicken is following me. But anyway, I feel like I should probably go and plant these seeds. So I'm going to start right, and there's my achievement, a seedy place for being a humble farmer, getting some wheat all up in this place. And that was actually pretty much perfect to get this half of this bottom circle at least. There's still these next 2 layers up here because I did want kind of a hilly wheat field because that always looks good. So, whoops, I accidentally trampled those. But I feel Once that grows, I should be able to harvest that up, and then I'll get about double the seeds, and then I might be able to get this whole bottom layer done. Well, I probably want to light up this area, because there's no light out here in this Hobbit village right now. It's only in there, and, well, it's getting nighttime, and someone asked not to sleep, so I will not sleep for them. But I might die, so I'm going to light up this area, just so that does not happen. Perfect, and now we have a nice halo of light for our little bit of a Hobbit village. So I guess the next plan of action is simply wait for those seeds to grow and harvest them up and get more and more of the area filled. Ooh, some bees. Campfire. I guess this is what I do to entertain myself out here. And there we have it. A full wheat field, completely filled, well, with wheat. And it's a good time to finish because I am fresh out of food. I have no more food left, so I'm going to start starving soon if I don't start crafting up some bread. But here it is, the wheat field. I think it looks rather good, even though it is pretty small. I might make a few more here and there. And it's fully grown, so I believe I should probably start harvesting and making up some wheat. But that's pretty much my farming done for today. My food problem is sorted because I can eat bread for a while. Bread isn't the greatest food source, but it is certainly a food source, which is better than nothing. And the wheat has been fully harvested, and the bread has been made. A stack of bread. That should last absolutely forever. And at least to tide me over until I have sort of an animal farm going. And then I have a little bit of wheat left over, and I'm obviously going to stay on harvesting this so I get more and more wheat as the days go by. But with this wheat, I can probably start a cow farm because that's about 100 wheat, a little bit less than 100, but, you know, a little bit like a stack and a half of wheat, which is a ton of wheat, by the way. That means I can breed up, well, that many cows. So I feel I might need to go grab 2 cows and bring them to a cow pen. But before I bring them, like I said, I need a cow pen. So, a cow pen, I should probably build that somewhere. Maybe some sort of animal stable or something like that. And I might build it somewhere near this wheat field right here. And maybe even like in that area. I'm kind of feeling that area actually. Cool. Well, I suppose we may as well jump into a time lapse real quick to finish off this cow pen because it's been a while since we did a time lapse. I think our last time lapse was, of course, the starter house. And I've been living in there. I've been sorting my items, I believe, pretty well so far. I've been out collecting resources, gathering up some stuff like in here, and we're looking golden right now. Without further ado, let's get started on this cow pen. And there we have it. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse, but the build is finished. It's not that impressive, and without spruce, like I said before in this episode, it would look a lot better with spruce, but I do not have that available to me, so I just use strictly oak again for this, and, well, a little bit of cobblestone up there as well, but I mainly used oak. And I used a lot of my wheat as well with these wheat blocks over here. I'm down to 25, but I believe over here the farm is growing again and should be ready for a full harvest rather soon. The features of here aren't that great. Like, there's hay blocks, there's a cauldron, there's a little bit of a shed back here, and a bit of mud in the corner, but there's no actual animals, and that's kind of the most important part of this, as everyone probably would agree on. An animal pen without animals, well, you can't really call it much of an animal pen then, can you? So, I believe that is probably what I should solve next. So, to the forest we go, in search of some cows. Ooh, some pumpkins. Target spotted up there. I spotted a cow. We are really close to our base. I went for a giant loop, found no cows, and ended up right here. And, well, there's a cow right over this hill, so I'm going to hope that I didn't lose it while I was talking, and, well, I should probably just capture it. Yeah, we are super close. Oh my, that is not far whatsoever. Hello, cow. I know you love this wheat. Let's bring you to your new happy home. Is that cruel? I don't think that's cruel. And here you are, Mr. Cow. No L for you. One more. Oh, there's actually, I just ran for like 2 seconds and cow over the hill. We found another. Wow, I should have just went this way straight away because this is so much easier than going the other way. There's 0 cows in the other forest. Is that a spruce biome? If I'm this close to, oh, it is. I see spruce trees over there. That's my base right there. You can see kind of the edge of my farm. And there's a spruce tree right there. I've been this close to spruce this whole time. Sweet. Well, 2 birds with 1 stone. Hello, sheep. I don't know if I need you. But we'll bring the sheep anyway. It couldn't hurt. And this was way more successful than I thought. I got 2 sheep and 2 cow. So they all can come on in. And shut them behind. I need to light this place up. It is very dark in here. There we go. Oh, the sheep are eating. I forgot that they did that. They're going to eat the grass, and there's going to be no more grass left in here if we get enough sheep, but I kind of doubt that will happen anytime soon. And I don't know if I ever mentioned, but my house actually looks quite good from this angle over here. It looks like a nice head of hair for my little bit of a Hobbit Hole house. The important thing, 2 cow and... Oh, the 2 sheep are... I was like, where'd the other sheep go? I swear, I just had 2 sheep here like 2 seconds ago. But we should probably start breeding them up. So if I give them some wheat like that, they should breed up. And the parrots and the bats, I've gotten an achievement for it, and I believe there is a little baby cow and a little baby sheep hiding on over here. Beautiful. So now we are indeed actually doing really good on the food front. We have a nice animal pen going. They're all huddling in that corner over there. I'm not too sure why. In that corner. They really like the corners apparently. But we also have a wheat field over here, and everything is going well. I'm really enjoying this so far. I hope you guys are as well with our little bit of a hobbit village. It's very humble, and a lot of people on the server are actually really far in game progression already. But I am taking it rather slow. As you can see, I am still in iron and just have iron tools. I've been building all of this with just my iron tools. No diamonds. Even though I do have diamonds in this chest still, I've not stored them in my storage system. I have 14. Just have not used them for a single thing quite yet. I've also not been to the nether. I'm really slow, but I think it's fine. But that is where I'm going to end the episode for today. So I hope you guys had such a great time watching, as I had a fantastic time making this video. And, well, it came out a bit longer than expected, but honestly, I've had a blast so far. I've been loving making our little hobbit village, and I'm excited for the progression that is going to come. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!